Hello and welcome. This is video 4 of a 6-part series on the client portal titled Document Sharing and Education. During this video, you are going to learn how to share documents, images, and Cine Loop clips to your client's portal. You'll also learn how your clients can view and download documents from their portal. And lastly, you'll learn how clients can view their education points balance from the portal. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'll be logging into CenterPiece on this side of my screen, and I'll have my phone mirrored with the portal on the other side. In CenterPiece, staff members now have the ability to share documents with clients. Any document you attach to a client file can be shared with the client. The clients can view and download the documents from their portal. Here are a few examples of documents you may wish to share: signed consent forms, signed limited ultrasound reports, sonogram scans, Cine Loop video clips, ultrasound machine reports, and STI lab results. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. First, notice when I click on the Documents menu in the portal, there are no documents that have been shared. Let's go back into Brenda, our test clients file in CenterPiece, and talk about how to share documents to Brenda's portal. Again, you can share any documents attached to the client file, including those under the Documents tab and the Medical tab. Let's first click on Documents. Notice that Brenda has 4 documents here. Let's say that I want to share the HIPAA consent file and the Request for Services Limitation of Services document with Brenda. To do that, all I have to do is click the Share button for each document that I wish to share. Notice the state of the button turns blue when sharing is enabled. If I want to stop sharing a document, I'll just click the button again to turn sharing off. Let's go ahead and keep it shared for now. Now back in the portal, notice that you can see that 2 documents have been shared. Now we're going to come back to the portal in just a second to view the documents, but let's take a look at the second place in the client file from where you can share documents, and that's the Medical tab. Notice the Attachments column here under the Sonograms grid. This column displays a count of the documents attached to each form. It also displays a count of the documents shared to the client's portal. You can see that I have attachments for sonograms, health history, and STI labs. So let's walk through sharing these. I'll first click here to expand the row to see the attached documents for the sonogram. Notice that I have 3 scans, a Cine clip, and a limited ultrasound report. To share all of these, I'll again click on the Share button, and it's that easy. Next, I'm going to scroll down to the Health History section. Again, I'll click to expand, and I'll share this document right here. Lastly, I'll scroll down to the STI Lab section, click to expand, and I'll click to share this STI Lab report. Okay, now one last point. There may be times when you want to know which documents are shared under the client file. It would be quite difficult to have to check each area under the client file. So instead, you can go to the Shared Documents section under the Portal tab by clicking here and then scrolling down to the Shared Documents section. Here you can see a list of all of the documents that have been shared to the client's portal. It also shows additional details, including the type of document, the date shared, and who it was shared by. Also notice this last column. This is a count of the download history by the client from their portal. This count is incremented each time the client views a file. The download history is a great way to get confirmation that your clients have received a document. Now, at this point, because I've shared these documents with Brenda, I would want to send her a secure portal message that documents had been shared to the portal and ask her to log in to view the documents. But for time purposes, I'm not going to walk through that step right now. If you need help with that, however, please review portal video number 2, Secure Messaging. Now notice here on the portal side that her shared document count has increased, and it now says that she has 9 attachments. I'll click here and you can see that the documents are organized into multiple sections. Each section represents a type of document and where it was shared from in CenterPiece. This displays documents shared from the Documents tab in CenterPiece, as well as any attachments from the Health History under the Medical tab, and these are all sorted by date. Next, notice the ultrasound attachments. This includes any scans, cine loop clips, or ultrasound reports that have been shared. And these are grouped by the date of visit. And lastly, we have the STI labs, and these are sorted by date. Also notice that there is a document count next to each one, showing the client how many documents are shared for each section. Okay, so let's go ahead and click to take a look at a few of these. I'm going to start by clicking on the HIPAA consent and privacy document. It's opened in a PDF viewer. The client can click to zoom in, they can reposition the document for better reading, and zoom out. Now clicking the download button here will download the individual document, and I'll show you later how to download all documents shared to the client's portal. I'll click the back button, and next I'll click here to expand the ultrasound attachments. I'm going to click to view this first scan, and it's right here. Again, I'll click the back button, and now I'm going to click on the Cine motion clip. Notice that the clients can play the video right from within their portal. Now because I'm mirroring my phone on the computer, the playback is going to pop out into a bigger window, but the client will just play it straight from their phone. Okay, I'll once again click the back button, and you just saw that clients can view and download any documents or files that are shared with her. Now please note that the portal supports viewing common file types such as images, PDFs, and MP4 videos. For unsupported file types, for example an MS Word document, the client will need to download the document and view it on their personal device. Now remember that I mentioned that there is a way to download all documents? If the client clicks the download button here under the documents page, all documents will be downloaded into a zip file. This is a quick and convenient way for the client to get all of their documents at once. Now before we move on, I want to go back over to CenterPiece and I'll refresh this page. I'll click on Portal once again and scroll down to the download history. Notice that the count for the documents that we just viewed has increased. And again, this is a great way to get confirmation that your clients have received a document. Okay, well that's about it for documents. Next, let's review the last menu option in the portal, Education. Clients earn points by completing classes and training at your center and spend points by exchanging them for material goods from your boutique. Points are tracked in CenterPiece under the Resource tab of the client file, and a summary of the points balance is displayed for the clients under the Education section of the portal. Now I'm not going to go over how to set up tracking points in this video, but if you have any questions, please see the Points Overview topic in the online help or watch the Tracking Client Points video. To demonstrate how this works in the portal, I'm going to first click on the Resources tab in Brenda's file, and then I'll click here on Points. Notice that Brenda has a total of 7 points. You can see she earned 10 points by completing classes and used 3 for maternity clothes. Now let's go over to the portal and take a look at what the client sees. I'll click on the Education menu, and you can see the summary information displayed right here, including her current balance, how many points were earned, and how many points were used. Okay, well that's about it. In closing, during this video you learned how to share documents from CenterPiece to the client portal. You also learned how to stop sharing documents. You learned that the Shared Documents section of the Portal tab allows you to view all shared documents in one place. You learned that you can view the download history for each shared document, confirming that the client has received the file, and you learned how the client can view their points under Education, including total points balance, points earned, and points used. Okay, your next step is to watch Video 5, Portal Setup and Administration. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.